someone I have joining me in studio right now is Sharron. And Sharron, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. And okay, so October 25th, comes the Walk to End Alzheimer's. It's going to be here in Williamsburg. People have been hearing different interviews and different excerpts and many testimonials about it. Sharron, tell us your story of why you're walking on the 25th.
Okay, Kevin, I'm walking basically for three reasons. My mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at the age of 65 and passed away 7 years later. I lived out of state, but my sister was a primary caregiver, but that was there enough to see her decline. And I walked for me as I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's last year at the age of 65. But most importantly, I walk so that my son and my beautiful grandchildren will be able to live Alzheimer's free, as this is a terrible disease to pass on to your children and your grandchildren.
Yeah, I can't imagine. When you were first diagnosed, what was sort of the emotional, psychological? I mean, I can't imagine. What did you have to do to just more or less? I imagine it took a while for it to just even settle in to begin with, right?
Yes, since my mother had it, and her three sisters also had Alzheimer's,
Okay.
all about the same age. It was a little bit of anticipation when it was going to come. When I first noticed a few of the symptoms, I was denying it until my wonderful care partner, husband, sat me down and said, things aren't right.
Mm-hmm.
You're forgetting this. You're not getting around well. And we kind of knew what to expect. Went to the doctor, had that checked out, and they sent me for testing, and my husband did all of the legwork and the calling and hooked us up with the Alzheimer's Association.
Were you familiar with the Alzheimer's Association before that point? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was, but did not have any contact with them until my husband called.
How have they just helped you through this process ever since that diagnosis?
They've been wonderful. We just finished a 8-week class called EASE for Early Alzheimer's Support and Education, and now we're attending a monthly support group. We have a couple of Alzheimer's employees and a great group of volunteers that are wonderful. They make you feel like family. They're friends. You can call anyone. You can count on them. And it's a day-to-day job.
Yeah.
Sharron,
I really appreciate you being here, and especially because, oftentimes the perspectives that we hear are from the individuals who have loved ones, spouses, or what have you, and I really appreciate you being willing to come in here and be so candid with our audience and with me as well of just going through this disease personally. And anything else you'd like to share, Sharron, before we go?
No, I'd just like to say that living with this is not the end of everything, that you still keep going day to day. You make a bucket list, which we have, of things to do. But I would recommend that, if you are experiencing any cognitive problems, that you go see your doctor and then call the Alzheimer's Association and let them take it from there. They're wonderful.
Knowing about that diagnosis, and you're talking about creating a bucket list, have you found that more or less for you and your spouse that it's made you more conscious of just enjoying the present and enjoying life?
Yeah, it is. We're taking a lot of trips. We're very fortunate that we're retired, and we're taking a lot of trips, trying to spend time together. But there are days that it's a challenge. There are days that I'm not very nice, and there are days that Tom has to handle things. So. Yeah, it's a hardship, but it's one that we can handle.
Yeah. Sharron, thank you so much for being willing to come in here and share with us, and look forward to seeing you on the 25th.
Great, thank you.
And, of course, Sharron's been joining us to talk about the Walk to End Alzheimer's that's coming up October 25th. If you'd like more information or to register, call 1-800-272-3900, 1-800-272-3900.